So here's a mind map on medicine making systems. What's really important about a system is that it orders information. So the most simple way, and I think one of the best ways, is the folk method, which is the grassroots ways, the wise persons. And in that system, what's kind of more important than the materialistic point of view and the scientific one is the spiritual aspect. So it's like the intention, the respect. So we'll have two videos on intention and respect, enjoyment. It's also based on empirical experience. So it's people like ourselves making them and reporting to each other our successes and failures. So it's the wise person's tradition where it's passed on from the elders to the young. And it's also more connected. This is a community of medicine makers here that we have. And so that's the grassroots or folk tradition. The alchemical process is a nice way to look at the process of making medicine. So there's the opus major, which is the grand work, and then there's the dissolve the body and coagulate the spirit. So we're taking this material substance and putting it in alcohol, and that's the solvent, for example, and we're extracting this energy from it, but we're really truly to a degree extracting the spirit, the energy in the plant through that process. The oven is the container, the egg. So that's basically the herb inside the jar, inside the alcohol, and allowed to cook, meaning it's allowed to process. And so we go to different lengths of time to do that. Some cultures, if they want to make a very relaxing herb or a herb for sleep, they might bury that tincture in the earth to give it the earth element. So the prima materia is the process, so it's beginning, keeping it going until its end. And what's important there is that we shake our tincture daily. We, put our intention into it, and the ignitus, the spark, is the whole process of doing it. It's like it's the intention behind it. So the scientific method is we cover that too, and we add it too, because there's some really good things about there. And one of the best things I think there is just keeping track of your different medicines, so that if you do run into a problem, the wrong herb, or for some reason a batch goes wrong, we can track it, because we want to be really responsible and do no harm. Also, there is a certain, if you're running a business like we did, it's like you have to have a certain standard of quality, or else people are going to go like, oh my God, that tincture is very different than the last one. So we need to have some kind of standardization of our own. It doesn't have to be, there is standardized things for the government and, good manufacturing practices, but ours is, setting up our own standards for our own products, for our own company. And theoretical is that, the whole scientific model is based on more theory and then trying. But again, that's okay. It's like we can come up with a theory and try it. So anyways, that's the medicine making systems.